Right, enough of that. Shit, I can't switch it off. Shit. Right, well, never mind. That was... Oh my God. I actually cannot... I have no words. I really have no words for that. That is absolutely astounding. And I've got to be honest here. I had no expectations going into this game other than we're probably going home. If I'm being totally honest, I thought, well, that's it. You know, Sweden have been, I wouldn't say amazing, but they've been so solid at the back and as an entire unit and as a team. I thought that England were really going to struggle with this game. I thought this was pretty much Colombia all over again. It fucking wasn't, was it? Jesus Christ. Now, I have to say, first and foremost, I just don't think that Sweden had the best game. And that's not me saying that, you know, we were dog shit or anything, because we weren't. But I have to say that Sweden really did surprise me, because it's like they show you, well, I mean, I've watched the Sweden games, and then you look at how they set up as a team, and they're really tight. They're really compact. They always have the midfield and the defense really close to each other like that. But it wasn't like that at all today. They were all over the place. Now, there were still some good performances from Sweden. I thought that Gronkvist and Lindelof, as centre-backs, pretty much... I've just seen a comment that's popped up. I will in a minute. Where was I now? Yeah, I thought Lindelof and Gronkvist had good games as centre-backs, but I think overall the team was poor. Forsberg just was not in the game at all. And I've got to say, a guy named Joe, my belly button tastes like bread. That's what he said in the chat here. So there you go. I mean, I'm in such a happy mood. I'll say anything. That's not an open That's not an open invitation for anybody just to say all this weird mad shit. But still, and this I've got to say, right, in my, I don't know if anybody here saw, but in my World Cup preview video, I did talk about where I expected England to finish and what my hopes would be. The thing that I said was, I think the biggest expectation that England have is to get to the quarterfinals. And I think anything other than that is overachieving. And I would personally love to see a repeat of what Wales did at the Euros. Well, that is exactly what has fucking happened, innit? They've overachieved. And this is the thing, like, it doesn't even matter, right, what happens in the semi-finals. Now, it's going to be an interesting game later on with Russia and Croatia. Personally, I hope we get Croatia, because we'll have the support of the Russian fans then. I think with the home atmosphere and it being in their home country, I can't see us getting past Russia. But either way, I'm happy. If we go out in the semis now, I'm perfectly happy. Well, I mean, obviously, I wouldn't be happy about us losing and going out. But, I mean, in terms of our tournament as a whole, that's amazing. We haven't got to the semi-final of a World Cup since 1990, before I was born, before I imagine a lot of the people here were born. That's fucking mental. I am so happy. After the Euros, I honestly did not predict this. I honestly thought it's just going to be another embarrassment. But it hasn't been. This has been absolutely mega today. Every single one of those England players put in a shift. Now, people are probably going to say, like, oh, well, Sterling, he was crap when he was finishing. And yeah, he was. Sterling today was absolute fucking dog shit in terms of his finishing. In terms of his overall play, I thought he was decent. Still would have preferred to see Rashford or Vardy in that sort of role, but Sterling did have a decent game. Not a good one, but a decent game. Harry Maguire at the back, solid as fuck. Like, did anyone going into this tournament expect Harry Maguire to be our standout centre-back? Because I certainly didn't. I really didn't at all. Kieran Trippier, he was mint today. Isolated at times. There was a number of times, particularly in the first half, where he was out in acres of space and he just didn't get the ball. So that was a bit annoying. Jesse Lingard, fucking hell, he can run for days. The amount of movement that he makes. And Dele Alli was relatively quiet and then popped up with a goal out of nowhere. Fuck me. Jordan Pickford, excellent saves today. Absolutely excellent saves today. Harry Kane kind of did fuck all. He came deep again, which I was a bit pissed off by. But, I mean, he's just doing what he can. But I was a bit gutted for Kane, because I did want him to get another goal, because I do want him to get the golden boot. And I think Lukaku is in for a shout of overtaking him, depending on how far it goes. How mad's that? It could potentially be England and Belgium in the final. That is... I know I'm not getting ahead of myself. I don't want to talk about the final. Let's just see who we get later on today. Like I said before, I hope it's Croatia personally, but that'll be a tricky game because they like to dominate in the midfield, something that England most definitely does not do. It's pretty much just Henderson isolated there and then you have like Ali and Sterling, Lingard and Kane up top. But there is sort of like a massive gap. So I mean, the Russia game, like I say, they have the home advantage and whatnot. They're going to be tough games. Someone's just said, "Hey, I'll be in a parallel universe." Fucking feels like it, doesn't it? It really feels like it. I never have had such elation when it comes to an England game. I really haven't. I've seen England perform some incredible, they've had some incredible games in my time, but usually they're like friendlies and they batter like a bunch of farmers like 4-0. And when it comes to the tournament, they look shaky in the group stages, just scrape out the just scrape out the groups. Last 16, I can't even talk. I've not even had a pint yet. Emphasis on that. I'm fucking having one in a bit. Yeah, barely get out of the round of 16 and then just fall flat on their ass and go out in the quarterfinal. Not today. This England team, they stood up and was just like, all right, Sweden, go and fuck yourself. We're in charge here. We're the big boys. I don't know what else to say. I really don't know what else to say. I mean, there is still negatives. I think Kyle Walker, his positioning defensively is a bit questionable sometimes, but I think his defending was good overall. Harry Kane, like I mentioned before, didn't really do too much. Sterling's finishing, oh my God, he can't. Does the lad have feet? Because he doesn't use them, really. But his movement off the ball was good. Henderson looked alone sometimes and isolated. Ashley Young was actually good. I'm usually used to saying that Ashley Young doesn't have a left foot and can't cross with his left foot, but he did exactly that today. Like, it seems that this England team, I mean, I doubt that they're watching my videos and paying attention to me, but it looks like they are working on stuff. Ashley Young always cuts in on his right and then dinks the ball in. But today, he put in a fair few amount of crosses with his left foot, so fair play. Fair fucking play, Ashley Young. It's even more nerve-wracking now because usually when I do these live streams, we know who we're facing next. When it was the group stages, we knew what games were coming. When it was the round of 16, we knew who was coming. With the Sweden game today, we knew who was coming. Now we don't know who's coming. And I think England need to prepare in totally different ways for either team. I honestly think England can go all the way. I'm not saying that they will. I'm not getting carried away. I'm not saying, it's coming home or anything like that. I'm not that optimistic. I'm really not. But what I will say is we definitely have a fair fucking shout to get to the final now. We really, really do. Can we do it? I don't know. I don't think so. I honestly think when it gets to the final, I don't think if we are there, I can't see us getting over France or I can't see us getting over Belgium. But I can see us beating Russia and I can see us beating Croatia I don't know. But anyway, man of the match today, Jordan Pickford. For me, I thought, given the criticism that he gets, he put in a shift. Like, there was some saves today that were unreal. There was that header that sort of was bottom left. Excellent save. Very excellent save. Fucking hell, I really don't know what else to say. Like, this has been a fucking mental. Oh. Anyway, let's go through some of these comments then. They were shook from the start. It did seem like that with Sweden, to be fair. Like I said, they're usually quite rigid and they do have the midfield line, the defensive line, and they are quite compact and tight, but they just weren't. An even match from my view. Was it? Was it an even match? I wouldn't say it was. Like, what did Sweden really do? I mean, they had one or two chances, but they weren't clinical about them. England definitely created more. And I think on the ball, England were definitely better in possession, which I know isn't Sweden's game, but I don't think that they dealt with their possession as well as they have done so far throughout the tournament. So I wouldn't have said it was an even game. England definitely deserved that win. And that's not me being biased. Coming home yet? Don't know. Hello. The second goal wasn't a World Cup goal. They granted it to us, but it was a good feeling all the same. Well, I mean, every goal's a goal, isn't it? It doesn't. I mean, look at Harry Kane's third goal against Panama. Like, it was just flicked off of him and it went in. Like, a goal's a goal, innit? You're going to take whatever you can get. It doesn't matter how it goes in. As long as it goes in, it's a goal, and it helps England get even closer to the World Cup again. I'm getting carried away. I need to shut up. Hey, I love your channel. Thank you very much. Getting Wingy, what a game. Have been saying the semis for a couple of months. I'm glad I won that bet with brother now. Well, I hope you won a decent amount, because that is a pretty big prediction to make. Thankfully, it came off. I honestly, if you'd have told me England would have got to the semi-finals of this World Cup, at least, I honestly, like, before it started, I probably would have told you to fuck off. But hey, I'm wrong. We're doing bits. Croatia are not as solid as Russia. No, I don't think they are defensively, but I think in the midfield, they are definitely more... Well, that's where they dominate, in midfield, and England don't. So with the likes of Rakitic and Modric and Kovacic, I really think they will overrun England. But I honestly do think as well, and I think I mentioned this before and in a previous one, that Russia, if they get knocked out by Croatia, they're the home fans. They're probably going to support England because they'll want us to beat the team that knocked them out. So that's what I'm hoping for, personally. I don't know. Either way, they're not going to be fun games for England, and they're not going to be fun to watch either. Thank God for that. Yeah, definitely. I was expecting penalties again, to be honest. All I want is Russia not to win, and I'm honestly surprised. Yeah, that's something, because everybody thinks that Russia are going to win this World Cup, because, I mean, I don't know why. I can't possibly think why Russia would win this World Cup, but there is a possibility. So hopefully they do get knocked out later. Did you see that kid crying at the France-Uruguay game? I did, yeah. But, I mean, I'm used to that all my fucking life, so, you know, grow up here, fuck off. That's too harsh. I know what it's like, though. I do sympathise when your team doesn't get the result that they want, even though they might have deserved it. Although Uruguay didn't do much. France were pretty decent, to be fair. Although that mistake from the keeper, fuck me. I think Russia will be an easier game purely based on skill. Croatia will be harder. I can see it. I think there's an advantage and a disadvantage for playing either one of them. It's just who turns up on the day, to be honest. And I think England definitely have a lot more confidence now. So I think whoever we get, we're definitely going to go out there and give it a go. I don't think we're just going to sit back and absorb pressure and whatnot. I think we are going to just attack. And I think we're solid enough at the back to deal with whatever now. England proved that today, and I think they proved it in the Colombia game. Rashford should have been on much longer. Yeah, I do agree. It was nice to see him. I mean, he's in the thumbnail for this one, I think. That's because I made it like the other day. But no, he definitely should have had more minutes. I think Sterling should have come off at like 60 minutes, personally. And this isn't an agenda against Sterling. I just think that some of the chances that he had... I mean, granted, the first one that he massively fluffed was offside, but he's got to be doing better with that second one. It was practically identical. Excellent ball from Jordan Henderson. Fantastic ball. And I saw it and I was just like, right, Sterling, just chip it over the keeper and then that's in. No, he's going to fluff it and go around. And then he's going to have a shot again, even though Harry Kane is right there in open play. Shocking. Rashford probably would have finished that. Then again, so would Vardy. Then again, probably anybody else in that position. Fucking Jordan Pickford probably would have finished that. Maguire is the man of the match even. Possibly. I still go with Pickford, though. Pickford was the best on the field, yeah. I don't want Russia to get a higher place. I don't want Russia to get a higher place than England is what I mean. Well, I mean, we're at least fourth in this tournament now. Fuck, that's only just dawned on me. That's mental. That's really mental. I take back all I said about Maguire being a bit irrelevant. Yeah. Yeah, you what? I would eat your words on that one. I'm Danish. Oh, shit, I've just lost that comment. I've just scrolled down by accident. Aha. I'm Danish, but I support England now that Denmark is out. And, oh, yeah, for a minute I was like, were Denmark in it? Of course they were. And I'm so glad you beat Sweden because they would have been unbearable if they had won. Can I just ask? Because it was a Danish referee, I think. And I said to my mum that let's hope that the Danish and the Swedes have a similar relationship to England and Scotland in the fact that they just don't fucking like each other. Is that sort of the case in Denmark as well with Sweden? I'm really curious to see if that's the case because she didn't think that it was, but I had a feeling it would be. My nose tastes like potatoes. Yeah, okay, fine. We need to stop with these weird comments to get me to read them out. We had such an attacking formation today, and God, did it work. This has been the formation that we've had the entire time, and it is working. I don't know what it is. Something is working, whether it is the movement of Dele Alli and Jesse Lingard, or whether it is having Harry Kane as the target man, or whether it is Kieran Trippier and Ashley Young. Or a mix of everything. I don't know what it is, but something is just clicking with this England side, and I just hope that in the next potentially 2 games, because that's all it's going to be now, guys. 2 games is between us and winning the World Cup. Just keep it up for those 2. We can do it, I reckon. Maybe. When I saw the Doctor Who advert after the game, I thought it would be a Series 11 trailer. I didn't even see that, to be honest. But speaking of Doctor Who, for anybody who does watch my channel for Doctor Who stuff, video up tomorrow about Series 11, funnily enough. Honestly think they will have a good chance both against Russia or Croatia. Denmark almost beat Croatia, only lost on penalties, and England is a much better team. It's how you perform on the day, though, isn't it? You know, you can say, well, you know, on paper, this team is incredible compared to that team. But if you look at the Premier League last season, on paper, Manchester United should have beat West Brom at Old Trafford. Didn't fucking happen, did it? I'm still bitter about that game. But no, you can't really judge about on paper who's better or whatnot, or even how they've looked so far. I mean, France looked pretty shaky throughout all of their games, and yet they're in the semi-finals just like us. So it doesn't really matter. Matt Smith at Euros, Peter Davison at Ashes will never lose, and if they get too old, they'll get injured, they'll just regenerate. I mean, that'd be handy for any sort of sporting team, just regenerate and come back. That'd be excellent. Unless you regenerate into an older man or woman, that'd be a bit weird. Maguire man of the match. I'd still say Pickford, but I understand the argument for that. Sterling was finally sent off eventually. I was talking to you on Twitter. Ah, right, yes, that was you then. Yeah, no, it was mental. Like, I think Vardy, they wouldn't have risked today because of his groin injury from the last game, but Rashford really should have come on at the latest, the 80th minute. Who knows? The good thing about this England squad is there are no players with huge egos who think they have a right to play. That's true. I mean, I think that might have been some of the downfalls for some of these bigger teams. Not necessarily Portugal, because I know that Ronaldo is probably the big star and the big ego of that team, but he's sort of guaranteed to play anyway. But you do get teams where, such as a Brazil or Argentina, where the majority of the squad are all superstars, and it has an effect on the team, and you can see it. I don't think anybody in this England team is there based on anything except merit. I think they're all there based on merit. Now, I have criticised some of those players. I think Gary Cahill is still the major one, where I'm just like, why the fuck are you there based on the season at Chelsea that you've just had? But he's experienced. And obviously he's not really played. So, yeah, it is a good thing. They definitely seem like they all care about each other and they all understand each other. And there's definitely a great relationship that they all have with Southgate as well, it's really, really good to see. I haven't seen this from any England team in my lifetime. So it is really refreshing. I want the Russian fans to cry so I can feed on their tears. I agree. But at the same time, I would worry about the people who are out there in Russia if we did get Russia in the semis and we beat them. That would be a bit unfortunate for them, I think. But I don't know. I mean, so far, people have been told, like, well, it's going to be really violent out there. And I've not heard anything about it being that. In fact, all I have heard is the exact opposite. So who knows? But there's always going to be someone that will kick off, won't there? Sterling can't finish anything. No, I know. Thoughts on Belgium beating Brazil? I watched that game yesterday, and I have to say, I'm both impressed and pissed off. Now, and this is coming purely from a Manchester United perspective, because I'm a Man United fan. Lukaku, I was very, very, very impressed with. His play off the ball is just phenomenal. Like, Lukaku, I know De Bruyne and Hazard and all these different players were doing the thing, but Lukaku is the focal point of that team. He's absolutely fantastic. I cannot wait to see him for United again next season. Like, he's absolutely brilliant. And even if Belgium get to the final and it's an England-Belgium final, I wouldn't be annoyed if Belgium won, to be honest, because Like Lukaku and that entire Belgium squad deserve something. And the reason why I'm pissed off is because Fellaini had a proper fucking great game, which really pisses me off because I don't want him at United. But based on that performance, yeah, he was good. But no, I wasn't surprised to see Brazil go out, to be honest. I would have picked France and Belgium as the two teams to go through from yesterday's games. But I didn't expect Brazil to be as poor as they were. And Neymar was shocking with some of the stuff that he was doing. Like, he always does it. Like, he's clearly trying to get some sort of foul or free kick or a penalty or something. And, like, just have a day off, mate. Like, you're all right. You're fine. Just relax and just put it in the back of the fucking net. But it is what it is. Neymar rolled all the way home in that game. Yeah, pretty much. Look up Daryl Peterson dashcam crash, please. Love the way by the way, love your channel. Well, thank you for that, and yeah, probably will. Neymar is a diving wanker. Couldn't have put it better myself. I've just lost the fucking things again. There we go. Highlight of the match was watching the Swedish manager drop his bottle lid on the floor and acting like he didn't. I caught that as well. And it's so funny because that Swedish manager, literally, I can't think of the guy's name, so I do apologize, but literally throughout the entire game, and I've seen this throughout the entire World Cup, he's just sat there like. So it was so funny just to see him make a tit of himself. What's the worst movie you have ever seen? I've no idea. Any of Neil Breen's stuff, but it's so bad it's good. Check that stuff out, actually. Great game. I love the channel. Thank you. Croatia are quite underrated, I feel, based on some of their previous games. Yeah, they definitely are. And they do have some stars in that team. I don't know if we can get past them. I mean, we can. We can get past anyone, realistically. It's how you play on the day. But I would prefer them, to be fair. Putin is going to poison England if they don't win. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Or would I? I don't know. What can I say on the internet without being traced by Russian spies? Croatia won't win. What, against Russia? I'd be surprised. I would be surprised. Dutch ref. Oh, was it? Ah, right. I thought it was Danish. That's probably why then. Can't believe it. Come on, England. Yeah, exactly. 2 games. Christ, it is mental. It is mental. You don't really think about it though, do you? Because there are a couple more games, and you just can't fathom the fact that there's 2 games left. Oh, mental. Where you come from? Do you put the kettle on? Yes. I know you're going to make some joke about it's not going to fit and all that sort of stuff, but yeah. Of course you put the kettle on. What else do you do? The fact that Kane didn't score could be a good thing, as he'll be more determined next game. Good point. Very good point. But I mean, it is a team thing, and I think they have got that mentality between them that it's not necessarily about, well, if Kane doesn't score, then we failed. It's not about that. It doesn't matter who scores. It could be Jordan Pickford. It could be Gareth Southgate putting himself on as a sub. As long as we get the goals, I don't think it matters. But as long as everybody's doing what they can for the team and they're putting out the best possible performance that they can, then it's not really a problem, is it? I sent you a tweet yesterday asking who you would play, and I gave you my opinion. Didn't realize I put 12 players down. It doesn't matter. We all make mistakes. Right, I've lost the. Lingard is underrated. Yes, he definitely is. As a United fan, I've been saying this all season. Lingard is absolutely fucking quality. My phone is ringing. It's probably the World Cup telling me that it's on its way home. England are going to get battered the moment they play a top team. I wouldn't say battered. I don't know. It's all about tactics. It's all about how you feel on the day and all that. You know, there's so many different factors. Like I say, I wouldn't say, and I don't mean to offend any Russians or Croatians in the chat here, but I wouldn't say that those two are necessarily big teams. Not that England are a big team either. I'm not saying that we're amazing or whatnot, but I can see us getting past to France, especially the way that they've been playing. And I think Belgium can make slip-ups. They definitely have made slip-ups. I mean, was it Tunisia or was it Panama where it was 5-2? I think it was Tunisia. They let 2 goals in, so they're not they're not indestructible or impenetrable. So we'll have to just see. Betting my dad that Russia will lose, and he is taking the bet. God, I hope I win that bet. So do I. Hope you win that bet. Fellaini is retiring, isn't he? He fucking should do. Croatia will beat Russia. Fingers crossed. Rakitic, all the itches. Yeah, pretty much. What 2 teams do you think will play in the final? Do I go with my heart or do I go with my head? If I go with my heart, I would say England, France. If I go with my head, I would say the exact opposite, and it'd be Belgium against Croatia. Or if it's corruption, Russia to win. That's my prediction. Second highlight was that man ducking under the interviewer, acting like no one saw him. Classic British action. Never actually saw him, actually. Good spot. Just back from watching the game at Portman Road. What was it like there? Because I watched it at home. I was supposed to go out, but I couldn't be fucked. Too hot. Putin's going to launch a missile at Henderson. Yeah, probably. Opinions on a good man goes to war. Crap, don't like it. Fingers crossed, can't stay long. Even if England loses semi, could you do a live stream after the final? Yeah, I probably will do, just to sort of tie everything up. To be honest, I didn't expect me to still be doing these fucking things. To be honest, I thought maybe this would be the last one at the most. I didn't expect me to be doing another one at least. So yeah, I'll probably do the final. And who knows, England might even be in the final. However, I will say this. If England are in the final, I probably won't do a live stream straight away. I'll probably do a different type of video. But yeah. Anyway, got work at 7. Gutted. Even if yeah, I've read that. It's coming home. It's coming home. What was your first live stream vid and when? First one was the first group game of this World Cup. I've literally been reacting. You just look on my channel; they're all there. I just talk about the performance and whatnot. Was unable to watch it in Porto, unfortunately. Oh wow, okay, Porto, nice. Right, so I'm probably going to leave it there because I'm absolutely sweating my tits off in this room, and I want to go and get myself a drink. And I've just got a match on Tinder. This is a fucking great day. England have won. I'm about to have a drink. I've got new matches on Tinder. Got a Doctor Who video up tomorrow. Fucking mint this. Anyway. Right, I'll just ask. Standout England player of the tournament so far? Lingard. Or Harry Maguire. Probably leaning more towards Harry Maguire. I'm probably just saying Lingard because of the bias. We Americans want France to win the cup. Yeah, well, at least they're in it. Anyway, on that note, I shall leave you guys here. This has been a fucking phenomenal day for me. I cannot wait to see what we do in the semis. But like I say, I'm happy regardless. Even if we go out in the semis, England have overachieved. This is the best England have done for 28 years. Let that sink in. This is the best we've done for 28 years, and we are 2 games away from it coming home. Wow. That's amazing. But anyway, I shall see you in the next stream. I don't know when the next game actually is, but whenever it is, I'll probably do a stream after. So yeah, I will see you guys then. Subscribe, like, all that sort of crap. And yeah, enjoy the rest of your day. If you're going out tonight, make sure you have a good time. And yeah, I'll see you in a bit. Goodbye.